Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for everyone who is going to come and who is going to join this particular live, and thank you so much for everyone who is going to be able to catch the replay. As always, it is such an honor, not quite a great pleasure for tonight, but definitely an honor to be here with you and to provide some of these information for your liking. Before we start with the topic discussions of the night, I want to let you know, if you are very new to our page, first and foremost, I want to thank you for stopping by and for being there with me. And I want to let you know that on December 17th at 7 p.m., between the hours of 7 and 9 p.m., I will be hosting a live event. The live event, it is called Navigating Haiti 2.0, and during this event I will be discussing with you foreign policy, technology, commerce and e-commerce, agriculture, business and politics, as well as many more. The registration is now open. Spaces are very limited if you want to come. And all you have to do is submit your email at dlconsulting83 with the subject line Navigating Haiti 2.0. It's going to be an excellent event. It is an event if you've ever been interested into the market of Haiti, despite the very present turmoil that we are facing here in Haiti. If you are someone who are looking to branch off, if you are an investor, this is definitely the event for you, because this is a changing world. Things are shifting. Haiti is an empty market. It's an open market, and during this event I will be able to point you guys out to the right path in order to be very successful when you do come to Haiti. The other thing that I want to let you know is that business consultation is very much open for those of you who are interested into the market of Haiti. I am available to be conducting business consultation for you guys, okay? And the last announcement that I really want to make for you guys, if you are interested, if you want to connect with me a little bit more on a personal level, please follow the YouTube channel Daisy Love 83, where I connect with my audience. Usually I do a live and I tackle different topics, but I also have various videos over there on my channel if you want to learn more about mostly Haiti, but also if you want to get to know the person who is in front of you for tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a very important discussion that we are going to tackle. If you're not aware, Haiti is presently facing one of its darkest hours. Haiti is presently facing I can't say that it's presently, because a year ago Haiti faced one of its darkest hours with the assassination of the president Jovenel Moise, and everything following this assassination, ladies and gentlemen, have propelled the country into what we have now, which sadly I am predicting that it's just not gonna get any better. As we speak, we are definitely, those of us who are here in the country, it is every day we wake up, and at any given time we understand that we may lose our lives, whether we are involved or not in politics. It is just the state, sadly, of our country following the assassination of the president of the country, whom have yet to receive any justice. So for tonight, I decided that I really wanted to come, and this is mainly a video geared toward my Dominican people, you know, people like myself, but whom are Dominican, people who probably are not aware of certain things that certain government officials probably delve into. I've wanted to talk about this particular topic discussions. I had not had the proper time to do so. So it definitely comes in handy as Haiti is catapulting into its hell for us to analyze the involvement of people that are in high power into what we, the people, are presently facing in this country. Okay? So, before we begin, there are two videos that I'm going to ask if you have the time and if you care to do so to watch. The very first video, it's called Haiti and the Dominican Republic as Allies. It's a video that I actually worked on in December 2018. I really want you to go watch this video. I thought wrong when I said this. So we're going to do a little bit of a comparison. And I also did a collaboration 2 years ago with another YouTuber. At the time, I think her name is the Dominican TV Language. I'm not so sure if she's still on YouTube. And we worked and collaborated on a video that is called Commercial Relationships between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. I definitely invite you to go watch this video. It is extremely informative. It opened my eyes into a lot that I was unaware of when it came to how much both of these countries have done commerce together. Excuse me. So for tonight, what are we going to talk and how am I going to proceed with this video? Well, I did a little bit of a background research, and I'm not really going to come here tonight and give my own personal thoughts and opinion regarding this topic. Rather, what I'm going to do is bring in the fact for you, and then I'm going to follow through with a few statements as well as a few questions. And it is going to be for you, the people, especially hopefully some of my Dominican people or anyone else, to fill in the blanks when it comes to this particular topic, right? Now, we're going to go into the past and we're going to analyze the current president of the Dominican Republic. Let's go into the past, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, I do need a pen because we're going to do a little bit of an analysis, so I definitely need a pen for that. Okay, so who is the president? Luis Rodolfo Abinader Corona was born on July 12, 1967. His mother, Rosa Sula Corona, I don't want to mess up her name. Okay. His mother, Rosa Sula Corona Caba, is of colonial Canary Islander ancestry and from the province of La Vega. His father was the businessman and political leader Jose Rafael Abinader of Lebanese descent and a native of the Santiago province. His paternal grandfather was Jose Abinader, a Lebanese immigrant from Baskinta, Mount Lebanon, who arrived to the country in 1898 and settled in the town of Santiago de los Caballeros. Okay, so now let's go a little bit into his career. Abinader Corona is a Dominican economist, businessman, and politician who is serving as the 54th president of the Dominican Republic. He was elected vice president of the Dominican Revolutionary Party in its 2005 National Convention. He is currently executive chairman of Abicor Group, which has developed and opened major tourism projects in the country. This family group led the business plan of what is today the company Cimentos Domingo, of which he is the vice president. Abinader has been president of the Association of Hotels in the Puerto Plata area and is a member of the board of directors of the National Association of Hotels and Restaurants. He is a member of the board of directors of the ONM University's Foundation. He was recognized by the Rhode Island General Assembly for his career in public services, education, and business. He also received acknowledgments from the City Hall of Boston and Massachusetts Senate for his contribution to higher education, civic engagement, and community service. Let's look a little bit into his presidency currently. Luis Rodolfo Abinader is serving as the 54th president of the Dominican Republic. He assumed office in August 16, 2020. His political party, Modern Revolutionary Party. As the president of the country, Abinader is both head of state and head of the government in the Dominican Republic. He is serving a 4-year term, 2020-2024, with the possibility of being elected consecutively. Let's look now a little bit into his foreign relation thus far, just briefly. In February 2022, Abinader began construction of a separate wall with Haiti, which will extend over 164 of 380 kilometers of a border. He aims to have stronger economic and diplomatic ties with the United States of America. Under Abinader's presidency, the DR became one of the countries that voted to maintain the arms embargo on Iran. He is close to Lima Group, which brings about conservative governments in the Americas to isolate Venezuela and contribute to the fall of its government. He also released a statement in February 2022 denouncing Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now let's look into his relationship and involvement with Haiti. I'm going to read a little bit what I wrote, but after that we're going to start doing our analysis, if you wish. Looking into the presidency of the 41st president of Haiti, right? We know that on April 2012, the president of Haiti then was accused of accepting $2.6 million in bribe, ensuring that the Dominican construction company will continue to receive contract under his presidency. Let's note the date in 2012. So Luis Abinader was not yet the president of Haiti. We'll get back into that. Haiti and the DR have an uncontrolled border trade. Now let's go before I start reading. These are notes from the discussions that I had with the TV language. Abinader, for those of you who are... So this morning what I did is I went back to the video that I worked on 2 years ago, which was Haiti and the Dominican Republic as allies. And what I did is I paid a lot of attention into the comments section. A lot of people came, many people from the DR commented under that video, and I went back to read the comment. And during that video, ladies and gentlemen, around that time, I already knew that the Chinese government was behind the scenes. I knew that there was a shift that was supposed to happen moving into the New World Order. And yes, Haiti and the Dominican Republic has always had our differences, and at times we quarrel. But in that video, what I did is I took the time to point out why, in my humbled opinion, moving into the New World Order, both of these countries could possibly align themselves and strengthen their economic time and move forward in order to have a strong defense into this New World Order. Considering that this is what's going on, people are teaming up together. However, what I had failed to do when I put that video out, I had failed to really do an in-depth research into the commerce that both Haiti and the Dominican Republic had. Now, let's go into some of the notes from the video that I worked on with the Dominican TV language, which is called Commercial Relationship Between Haiti and the DR, which I invite you to go watch on my YouTube channel. So here, this is what I wrote. Haiti and the Dominican Republic have an uncontrolled cross-border trade. Exports from the DR worth hundreds of millions of dollars, which enters Haiti illegally each year. Custom agents are targeted or allowing importers to bring in shipments across the border without proper documentation and inspection. Haiti and the Dominican Republic share 4 bi-weekly markets located at the two countries for official border crossing, right? If you want to know these 4, we have Dahabon and Wanamet market. This is one. The second one, you have the Himani across from Malpas. You have Elias Pina and Belader market. You have Pedernales and Ansapitre market, right? And in 2010, which is already 13 years ago, there was a census that says that more than 180,000 Haitian buyers and sellers participated in the border market, while 90,000 Dominican participated in the market. It's very important for us to know these things, and this is a 2010 census. We are 13 years, so imagine the numbers probably quadruple. It's very important to know these numbers, ladies and gentlemen, because what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna do an analysis into allegedly how President Abinader is definitely deep into the madness and how probably they are profiting, right? So now let's look into the import. This is very old, notes that I have. There's a 2002 report that came out and said that there were the DR exported $1 billion, right, dollars in 2015 to Haiti. Meanwhile, they imported $4 million. In 2017, the DR exported $853 million, and it imported approximately $42 million. Now, in 2015, the World Bank study found that most contraband enters Haiti through officials crossing by the truck, had with the complicity of Haitian officials. Haiti is the #1 country in trading with the Dominican Republic, second to followed by the USA. Okay, now very important to know these things. Okay, what did we learn from the past and from knowing about President Abinader? President Abinader's ancestry is Lebanese. If you are very familiar with my videos, and if you've watched some of my videos, I've expressed my discontent living in Haiti, unable to find the products that I need to find. However, mainly I've expressed my discontent and the fact that when it comes to larger businesses, Haitian local were not able to have access to these ability to have business such as supermarket. In any country, everyone, if you have the possibility, should be able to have a supermarket if you are able to. However, here in Haiti, it is not done in such a way. The people who have access and who run supermarkets are the Lebanese people, right? And also you have the Syrian people, so Lebanese, right? I knew that I was off when the assassination of the Haitian president took place. The very first country that I was expecting to give a military support somewhat to Haiti is the country next door, which is the DR. And I even said that for such an assassination to take place right here, that all of the other Caribbean nations must stay alert. Little did I know then that, of course, this assassination was well planned. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. I appreciate you. That the assassination was well planned. Okay. When I made the video in 2018 and I spoke about the deal working together with Haiti, some of the things that I elaborated for the deal were, well, if the Dominican Republic entered into quote-unquote a partnership with Haiti, one of the things that they could offer to Haitians living abroad is to invite them to do business into their countries. I was mistaken because the DR currently has one of the greatest policy for foreign people to come and invest. And what you need to be aware of, because the reality is that those of us who are Caribbean, we still pretty much love the islands. So even those of us who traveled into northern countries, we still want to, be in the Caribbean. So what I failed to analyze at the time was that what I was saying for the Dominicans to offer the Haitians who were able to, they were freely receiving that without having to trade and without having to enter any agreement. This is what happened when you don't bring anything to the table, which Haitian, I don't know how to call them. We don't want to call them people. Those who have held the position of title of governmental officials, they have failed to understand what great partnership meant. They have failed us in every way. But one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I want you to know is this, right? Haiti, every and any Haitian people who are here presently in the last 4 to 5 years, every Haitian people who owns a business here in Haiti, they own that same business in the Dominican Republic. Very few true businessmen who have an operating business in the country of Haiti, they too have that same operating business in the Dominican Republic. Why? The Dominican Republic offers a lot more, minus all of the headache that Haiti offers, right? We're not really going to get into the differences of the Dominican Republic and Haiti as far as like if you are a businessman, but I really want you to keep that in note, right? It's very important, right? Now, one of the reasons that I said to myself that, could it be that President Abinader is benefiting tenfold and aiding in the collapse of Haiti, gaining profit from all of the Haitians whom are capable of bringing businesses into Haiti, but who feels like it's too much of a hassle, and instead they choose to go to the Dominican Republic? Now we are going to put emotions out of that. Business, it's all about, making profit. And I know personally of many people, too many people, who even have counseled me to turn around a little bit and point myself toward the Dominican Republic because of all that they are currently benefiting as people who have chosen to go to the DR and do business to the DR. Okay, now you're going to tell me, okay, well, you're talking and you're saying all of that. How can you prove that President Abinader? I'm not here to prove that he is involved into the economic collapse. I'm here to raise your doubt. And I'm here to have you do your own homework based on the facts and some of the statement living here in Haiti that I'm bringing to you. That's my job. I'm not here to tell you anything, but I'm here to have you see the nuances that are going on currently here in the country of Haiti. Okay, so as I mentioned to you, his ancestry, meaning his parents, his lineage, is from Lebanese, Syrians. So of course, or could it be that his government is aiding the Syrians that are currently here in Haiti, and that somewhere, somehow, because the past president of Haiti had questioned and had brought to the fact all of these factors that I'm saying to you regarding that Haitian people are unable to open these businesses, could it be that President Abinader somehow had his own interest into possibly the murder and the assassination of the president of Haiti? Because at the end of the day, these are his people that are here. Could it be? Could it be? Now, let's go back to December in 2021. One thing that I couldn't understand, and I brought it to my YouTube channel, is the fact that despite the fact that Haiti was going through its darkest hours, still after the assassination of the president, here in Haiti, December is usually one of the best times for us. It's usually one of the times where people, it's usually one of the time where people come, people, do business, people just, the diaspora flows to Haiti whenever it's December. It's just crazy. Many people. You have the Haitian bands. You have so many things. And one thing that I've experienced last year was the fact that the country was dead. There were no promoters promoting any events going on here in the country of Haiti. The majority of the Haitian bands were playing in the Dominican Republic. And around November, December, so many Haitian people, some rented their homes, many sold or put their homes or closed their home to relocate to the Dominican Republic. When things are happening like that, and I remembered last year I did my event as well, and I talked about that in the event, but at the time I still was not putting one and one together because I didn't have access to this information regarding the ancestry, if you would, of President Abinader. I was not privy of this information. I didn't know that his family was Syrians, Lebanese people. So I was missing the key, although around that time I knew that the Dominican Republic was benefiting somehow from the chaos that was going on in Haiti. I looked at it like it was profitable, but I didn't look at the in-depth of it because I was missing that key component, which was who exactly was Abinader. Okay, so last year, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I've experienced, as I mentioned to you, is not being able, every Haitian band were playing next door. Every promoter, everything that you were hearing were directing the Haitian diaspora toward the Dominican Republic, leaving us really empty here. And I couldn't put my hands on it. I felt that it was just not even unfair, just very odd. Even the people who usually could, do little activities, they were all going toward the DR. Now, could it be that there was a promotion against Haiti? Could it be that there was bait offered to this band to come play in the Dominican Republic instead of going home to Haiti? Could it be, ladies and gentlemen, could it be a vendetta to push away Haiti's number one sources of income, which is its diaspora, toward the Dominican Republic? At what cost? Who benefits if Haiti stays empty? Who will benefit if the majority of the Haitian diaspora decides to no longer contribute to the economic development of their country and rather just would want to go to the DR because the DR is a little better for them? Now, granted, the Dominican Republic offers a lot more, but why is that? We're not going to get into the details because this is not just yet the topic discussions of tonight, right? Now, another thing that we need to understand with the numbers, again, I welcome you to go watch the video that I made, which is called Commercial Relationship Between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. It's a great video. You're going to have a lot of insight for those of you who are not familiar with the way that Haiti and the Dominican Republic do business. Now, of course, one thing that people do a lot these days is to always keep us divided, right? Whenever government official or anybody, whether it is, personal, professional, openly try to divide us, this is where they gain, right? One thing that people are unaware of is the level of business that Haiti and the Dominican Republic do together. I've experienced, and I started to really understand this relationship when I started to really work my consultation, and I had to work with some of my clients, do a little bit in-depth work. One thing that I've realized is that in the last, I'm going to say 3 years, and mind you, President Abinader came into office in 2020, I will say that the level of commerce between Haiti and the Dominican Republic had nearly tripled, quadrupled. That's how much people here do business with the Dominican Republic, even at the basic level. The majority of the Haitians uses one of these four markets almost on a regular to go buy and to come back here to resell us. If you ever come to Haiti, or if you want to be a part of my event, I highly recommend that you come. It's going to be a lot more details into the commerce, because some of you need to understand how those of us that are still living here in Haiti, how we are able to get by. Very, very important. So what I noticed was, like I said to you before, I will say about 97% of the population are doing business with the Dominican Republic. The remaining people, that are not doing business with the Dominican Republic are very few now, because I would say that these are people that were able to go to countries like the US. Because sometimes you have people who travel to the US, they would, buy stuff and come to Haiti. But it's becoming a lot tougher, because people who do this type of transaction are usually people who have their visas or are able to do the back and forth. And with the rising insecurity, and now with the hell that we are living, what you have is that you have that people that are, everybody is fleeing the country right now. Everybody is fleeing the country. So now you had, I said, 97% of the people who were probably working with the DR. I will get to you very soon with your commentaries very soon. What did she say? So 97% of the people that are doing business with the Dominican Republic at any level, ladies and gentlemen, at the minimum and at the bigger level. Again, in the last 3 years, I'm going to say between 2021, 2020, because we had the pandemic, so things were a little bit shut down. I know many people who already were established here in Haiti and who had businesses, who went next door and who opened a lot of the similar businesses. So you'll have people who own, salons, beauty salons, who are now having similar salons in the Dominican Republic. Now, I believe that I was paying attention to one person who had access to, who had a business as well in the Dominican Republic. They do offer Haitian people who come to their countries and who invest in Haiti the possibility to apply for some type of a residency for your employees. So when a Haitian person, a prominent Haitian person, decides to go to the Dominican Republic to open a business, one of the key access that you have as a prominent person, you have the access to apply. Let's say that you employ, but you are required, if you have a business in the Dominican Republic, you are required to also employ Dominican people. So you cannot only employ Haitians. However, let's say that you were employing a Haitian person there and that person was illegal. I do believe that they give you that possibility to apply. And I know several people who've told me all of the benefit that they are, having and receiving from investing in the Dominican Republic. People that, would have loved to come to Haiti. People like myself, people who went to school, people who have a lot to offer and they really want to invest. But Haiti being what it is now and unable to accompany its diaspora, all of these people have turned toward the Dominican Republic. But let's see the rise and the let us not be fooled. And this is also something that I need for people, hopefully, people who understands that yes, the Dominican Republic is deporting Haitians, but they know what they are doing. They are deporting the Haitians that they feel are not contributing. Because even, ladies and gentlemen, if we take for instance the deportees, which is a topic that I have covered in my videos over on YouTube. I talked about how Haiti should be able to rehabilitate its deportee. However, what do you have? Because when you are a deported person, you get deported for any and every reason. Not necessarily that you are into, some illicit criminality activities. But what you have, the very first thing that you have is that some of these people that are coming back to Haiti, mentally they are not even ready. They don't even want to be in Haiti. Second of all, you have that the majority of them, instead of being here in Haiti, they pass through, but they end up going to the Dominican Republic. And a lot of times these are people who went to school. Some of them might just be people who had problems with their papers. So they still now constitute an economic affluent for the Dominican Republic. For tonight, there are sometimes so many people who love to take on the race card and the race factors without looking at the most important key and the most important factor, which is the money factor. Ladies and gentlemen, money is everything in life. It's all business. It's not personal. If some of us could take away that emotional factor and we could look at things for what they are, we would not need anybody to solve our problems. Are we here? I remembered it was last year. Last year was a little tough around November as well. And I wanted to get my nails done, and usually I get my nail tech to service me at my home. And I remember when I called my nail tech and I said I would like a full set and I would like to change up my nails and have new sets of nails. And at the time she said to me, I'm having a hard time trying to find some nails for you because I can't find the product. I said, wow, you can't find the product? And then she said to me, the product is, we can't find it. I was a little impatient, so I decided to just go to the salon near me. And I went, and they had the same problem. They had no extra sets. And I got off, and I looked around, and I went somewhere else. The same problem. And I came home and I called my nail tech to say, okay, well, I'll wait. Can you? And she let me know that she was looking for me to see. And this is when I started to ask her, well, where do you buy your products? Who do you do business with? Like, how is it? Because I couldn't understand how a simple thing as a simple product, I went all around looking for it and it felt like it was stuck. And this is when she let me know where she went. And it's where some of the majority of the people they do. So usually here in the country of Haiti, one of the phenomena that you're going to ever have to deal with, especially here in Port-au-Prince, if you can't find one product in any supermarket or any store, you may not find it anywhere, because a lot of times, let's say if there is a tension between both countries and they don't want to let the Haitian people come to their marketplace to buy off, this is why you have this product. Because oftentimes it's only that same person who comes around it's always that same person who comes around and who delivers the same product everywhere else. Are you following me? So you may have distributors, for example. You may have just a couple of people who are distributors, and where do they go? They go to the marketplace in the Dominican Republic at the border. That's where they go. They go to the marketplace that I've just enumerated for you. They buy things and they come here to Haiti and they sell. They go first. They probably have deals with some of the salons, the places. They go to these places. So whenever you see that you want to have a service and you can't have access to it here, you can't have access to it there, then the distributor was unable to receive that particular product. And where is it that they go and do that particular product? They receive it at the Dominican Republic. So now let's fast forward and let's go back to some of the topics that we talked about, which are the Chinese government that is here. And if you are very familiar with some of the topic that I've discussed, I've elaborated with you how Haiti should have gone into that particular direction. But now let's look into it. I have been very vocal and told you that the assassination of the president of Haiti in great part is done because, in my opinion, he was in the talks with the Chinese. Now, do you see how many people, or maybe not many, what are the countries who would primarily, be crumbled if such a thing were to happen? Let's say if the president who got assassinated, I don't believe that he would have been able to do that because he was moving too close to the end of the term. But let's just say that Haiti was able to get into an agreement with China. And remember what I told you, China offers development in infrastructure. China offers development in roads. Doing business with China, automatically you do business with Russia. You enter a partnership agreement through the Belt Road Initiative program. You enter another partnership agreement through the BRICS. And now you have access to all of these people. So do we need to do business with the DR? So, ladies and gentlemen, could it be that the assassination and the economic collapse of Haiti would have benefited some people? Who benefits? When you are solving mysteries, solving murders, you always go toward who benefits. Who's presently and currently benefiting from the state of Haiti? What are the top countries that are benefiting? You have the Dominican Republic, top countries. The minute that the assassination of the president of Haiti happened, you had an afflux of Haitians who fled the country, who left the country. The minute that we were able to, you had that. And what is the closest to us is the DR. It's right next door. It's the closest to us. So you automatically had this Africa of people that went there. Next, you had the USA. You had people who could work. You had people, who had jobs, but who said, close doors. No, we don't want to. The third country, you have Canada. Canada, as a matter of fact, advocated for professional Haitians to come to them, to visit their country. So who has benefited in the last year or so from the economic collapse? And prior to the assassination of Haiti, who was benefiting, ladies and gentlemen, from the madness that Haiti was having? If you are very familiar with my channel, if you are not, I invite you to go watch the videos. I have a couple videos there where I talked about IT pay lock, which was a lockdown. It was the first time that I've ever experienced this, where literally they told us that we could not do anything. But guess what? Who were making the bulk of the money? It was the people who owned the supermarket, ladies and gentlemen. I spoke about that. I invite you to go watch the videos. What I've witnessed, I just could not believe it. The way the Haitian people ran into the supermarket, the way the Haitian people were grabbing bread, grabbing everything, almost fighting, because you had a group of people who were telling us when to go out, when to stay in, when to go out, when to stay in. Who? I've never experienced this in my life. This is all organized. It's being organized. It's being orchestrated. I blame the past government. I do blame the past president who allowed this shit to happen. I would be fucking damned if I were running anything and anybody had the nerve to do some shit like that. When you don't nip a problem, when you don't cut it down, this is the result that you have, because you are playing games with criminals. You are playing games with criminals, and now you are laying down, and we have a total senseless, it's all hell right now. We are all hell, and we are all in this together. So my question for you, after I've spoken to you, after I've enumerated some of these things to you, those of you, because let us not fool ourselves, I also invite you to always be on my YouTube, right? 2023 is a death passage. And when it comes to those of us that are here in this country, we have entered what I call le couloir de la mort. It's a death passage. If you're able to get out after 2023, then praise God. I know I will be standing here strong. That I know. You have. I was unaware of that factor as well. So Abinader became the president in 2020. It's 4 years. In the Dominican Constitution, they can get re-elected. He already showed us where he's sizing. He wants to have more diplomatic ties with the US. He signed against Venezuela, so he's a little bit more conservative. He also studied in the States, so he's very familiar with some of them. He actually studied in the same states where I live, which is Massachusetts. So there's a connection and an alliance there as well, politically. So he has no business to favor a president of Donald Trump. Not quite. Not quite. He's all about money. And for my Dominican people that are going to come and watch that, he's not in favor of you, honey. No, he's not. He's in favor of whoever is going to give him more leverage. And presently, some of the Haitian people are giving him more leverage than some of the Dominican people, because he knows that the Haitian diaspora have the money to help develop his country. He's a businessman, the guy. And he is involved in a lot of fraudulent activities, but I'll let you do your research for yourself. He's a businessman. It's not personal. It's all about money. So for tonight, as Haiti had entered its darkest hours, I really wanted to come here because I know that these guys are getting ready to go into election. In the Dominican Constitution, you can be elected consecutively. So that means that if he wins again by 2024, he's going to be here. I am not a citizen of his country. but I'll let you decide, who is he benefiting? Is he even benefiting the the Dominican locals? How much is he truly a nationalist or Dominican? Could it be that he's more in favor of the Lebanese people? I've never visited the DR, so I don't know how the DR is. I don't know who owns the supermarket, who does that. I know what I'm leaving here. And I know that there's great probability that he is in cohort, like the behind the scene, but helping his own people, his Lebanese people, his Syrian people, to dominate the market here in Haiti. It's very dangerous times for us, sadly, but I am a firm believer in making sure that all of us have access to a decency of life. This is a changing time. This is a changing world. And I hope that I will live to see a better Haiti. My heart goes out to all of my Haitian compatriots who found themselves unable to cope with this yet again harsh reality that we are facing, and who have to go next door, who have to take any type of job. People like myself, we stand on 10 toes down to make sure that Haiti is able to get a head start, and I rest assured that it will. So for tonight is very short, but I really wanted to bring this topic discussions to you guys and to have you do the math. It's all about money. The president of Haiti failed to understand what he was truly dealing with. Okay, so there's a comment. Without a doubt, I visited the DR and the president is obsessed with the U.S. infrastructure and business model. Well, there is a lot that we've missed. But I rest assured that, after 2023, we are definitely having a fight in our hands, those of us who are here. And currently Haiti is definitely facing one of its darkest hours, but I rest assured that we will see and we will go through it. Thank you for watching this live. I really wanted to come and I really wanted to share this information with you. Do not forget to be a part, if you are able to, of the upcoming event Navigating Haiti 2.0. It's presently open. The registration is presently open. Do join myself on my YouTube channel, Daisy Love 83. I usually come live and connect with the people over there. It's a little bit more, I would say a little bit more friendly. And also, if you are open for a consultation, definitely send us your email, dlconsulting83@gmail.com. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I will see you next week. Not quite sure. I do have a lot on my plate, but hopefully we will get to talk with one another next week. Thank you so much at IEBB. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Hopefully I will see you over the weekend. Food for thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Have a good night.